When he left the bar, Light threw his law book into a pile of trash, disgusted by the current state of the system. Nearby, he found a mysterious notebook with the words, "Death Note," on the cover. He took it home and read the first page, which said that whoever's name was written in the notebook would die. Light thought it was a joke, but when he saw on the news a murderer on the loose, he wrote the name in the notebook just for fun. The next morning, he read the newspaper and was shocked to discover the criminal was dead. At first, he thought it was a coincidence, but later, while he was taking a walk, he saw the criminal from the bar and decided to try again. Light wrote the guy's name in the notebook while watching from across the road, and to his surprise, the guy suddenly fell and died from a heart attack. Now that he was sure the notebook was powerful, Light read the other rules. The notebook only worked if the writer could visualize the person's face in their mind, and if the cause of death wasn't specified within 40 seconds after writing the person's name, they'd die of a heart attack. Afterward, Light headed home, only to come across a terrifying creature that introduced himself as Ryuk. It turned out he was a Grim Reaper, and only people who touched the notebook could see him. He was the one who dropped the notebook for Light to find and wanted to see what a human could do with it, so Light was free to use it as much as he wanted. After hearing this, Light swore to use the Death Note to create a world without crime. 4 months later, the police were still investigating the Kira case, but they had no leads. One of the detectives involved was Soichiro, who was also Light's father. The cops were desperate for any clues, so they agreed to work with L, a mysterious genius that communicated with them through a laptop handled by his butler. L had analyzed the data of all the mysterious crimes that had been happening all over the world and had concluded that Kira was in Japan. To prove it, he made a plan with the cops. Sometime later, Light was watching a special worldwide broadcast in which a detective swore he had enough evidence to catch Kira. His name was on the screen, so Light immediately wrote it in the Death Note, and the guy died on television. Suddenly, L's logo appeared on the screen, and his voice explained it had all been a trap. The guy who died was just a criminal from death row, and the broadcast wasn't truly worldwide. It was presented as such to trick Light, but it was actually only transmitted in Japan to confirm his location. L ended the broadcast by promising to catch Light and give him the death sentence. Light wanted to strike back but didn't have L's real name or face, so he felt powerless. Ryuk explained his Reaper eyes were capable of seeing people's names in time of death. That's how he collects souls. He could share this power with Light, but he must pay with half of his remaining lifespan, so Light turned it down. The next day, L presented the cops with the new calculations he'd made.